Ondo Finance. It finally broke above a dollar today after being in a little bit of a downtrend. Okay, I've been talking about Ondo on this channel, and it does have quite a bit of bullish signals here. So, what could it be doing next? Okay, so Ondo Finance. This is the weekly time frame, and I talked about a few bullish patterns to be paying attention to. One of them is going to be the falling wedge pattern. It's probably going to be the most common pattern you guys will see if you guys start charting your charts. Why is the falling wedge very important? Um, it's because it's very simple and effective. Okay, and it's the most common in my opinion, and it provides much lower risk setups, especially if you guys are trying to catch pumps or breakouts on the day of. It's going to be much lower risk than that because I've tried trading breakouts, and they could be effective, but usually they're higher risk because you're trying to catch a move when it's already happening. I usually like catching moves before they happen, okay, and that's where some of these patterns are going to come into play a lot more usefully. So this is the weekly time frame for Ondo Finance falling wedge pattern. It broke out back in April. Price target for this breakout here is about $1.90. Since the breakout here, it has been rejected at about $1.14 before coming down to the second bottom here to about 67 cents, which is this is a double bottom pattern, which is also a bullish pattern that has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. It has already tried to break out of this double bottom pattern back in July 21st, but was unsuccessful, and it looks like it's trying to take another attempt here to break out of this double bottom. So these price targets. So the price target for this double bottom pattern is going to be about $1.65. I mentioned this last time. And why is it important to know these price targets? Because even though while there are only estimates, right, there could be more, there could be less. Very much depends on what Bitcoin does. Is because other traders look at these price targets as well, and they could be resistance, right? There could be price levels where traders take profits if the price action gets there, right? Like I said, it's going to very much depend on what happens with Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin pumps, that's very good for the altcoins. However, if Bitcoin dumps, very bad for the altcoins. I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So, my opinion on this market is bullish. But of course, these are just my opinions and not financial advice. You should do your own due diligence. Now, I did do a more detailed video on Bitcoin. I will link you guys at the end of this video because I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. That could very much wreck you because you could see a bullish setup on the altcoins, but you don't see a possible bearish setup on Bitcoin, and that could really ruin your trades. Okay, so let's take a look into the daily time frame here, where Ondo actually looks like it's already broken out of this pattern here, this smaller falling wedge pattern, which I talked about last time. Price target for this pattern would be about a dollar and almost $1.14 there. So basically, almost right back up to that neckline of that double bottom pattern and retest that and see if it's going to be successful this time, okay, to break out. So let's see if Ondo can actually meet some of these price targets. Before heading to the bigger price targets. So this basically wraps it up for Ondo here. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Ondo Finance Token or any other coins in this market by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis.